Hello, this is my coach, Mr. Bilson. Honored to have you here. The red man, for 20,000 years, I said 20,000 years, had total control over the Americas, north and south, to himself. And yet in that Stone Age culture, they never took the step toward technology. And one of the most primitive things, but yet that is created by the most primitive societies, is a wheel. I said a wheel. Argumentatively, if they would have had the wheel, they would have improved and enlarged their roads. They would have went from continent to continent, traveling and uniting not only from the 500 languages that they had when Columbus landed. They'd have already had one language and one nation. And with one technological leap of a wheel, somebody's going to say, I bet I can do better, and make something else in their own hobbies and in their own skill levels, inch by inch, pulling themselves out of the Stone Age into the Space Age. Absolutely. They failed because they didn't have a wheel. I suggest to you that on the day after event, you're going to need a wheel. And here's a good example of a wheel I think you will need. The tire I think you need today and on a day after is this bad boy. It's a solid tube tire. Solid tube, no air goes in it. Good solid heavy duty tire, worth their weight in gold. For decades I fought tires that you had to air up on my dolly and on my wagons. It was a terrible thing to have to put up with and fight, and always when you wanted to use them you had to air up the tires. Or they just get so shelled out you'd have to just buy new ones. Okay. Finally I paid double the price of an air tube tire and got a solid. Right now the ones that I've got on there are between 3 and 4 years old. Almost 4 years old, I'll put it that way, and they're doing fine. They're holding up well. Never had to worry about air again. You bet. And as far as that goes, I live next to a trailer court, and so every once in a while people come over, don't know me from Adam, but think they have the right to borrow my stuff. And I always tell them, after I lost a wagon and a dolly in my history that never came back by loaning them, I would just say, leave me the $40 to go buy a new one, and you can use it. When you bring it back in good condition, you will get your $40 minus $4 for my trouble. Minus $4 for my trouble. And most of my equipment around here like that has paid for itself just that way. Just that way. Because you sure can't rent it downtown for $4. With that in mind, the solid tubes are worth their weight in gold, I said, on this side, and for sure on a day after when there's no air. And if you want to travel from point A to point B, it ain't going to be with your car or your hot pickup. It's going to be with a wagon or a dolly pushing your stuff around. Almost back to the Dark Ages? Maybe. But let's see if a wagon wheel, can at least make any day after event, be it local or national, a little easier for you. And solid tires will do that. Thank you for your time.